Welcome to your home for empowered living, healing, and awakening. Welcome to the Creation Center. I'm often asked, how do you find inner peace? How can I really just allow myself to be? So I wanted to share a simple teaching with a simple meditation in the middle to help expand your awareness and learn how to vibrate within that, and in doing so, creating greater peace. So before you is a picture of a bumblebee. I want you to look at the picture in front of you and take a really deep breath in and just gently let it go. Allow yourself just to relax and breathe easily. Imagine that you are sitting in a field full of marigolds with bees buzzing all around you. And I want you to take the time and notice one particular bee in front of you and begin to really observe this bee. Allow yourself to be completely absorbed in the bee's experiences. Watch the bee fully, as though you were looking through its eyes. And be real with yourself as you observe its actions in your mind's eye. And in just a moment, I want you to pause this video and take a few minutes until you've watched this little worker bee collect pollen and bring it back to the hive several times. Notice as much as you can. And when you've sat with this long enough, just hit the play button again. So go ahead and start now. Now that you've observed this bee, I want to talk about noticing your observations. There are so many different ways of looking at what you are seeing, depending on where you are at in your life, in this now moment, that it's amazing. I know that some of you may have sat in a space of peace simply being with a bee. I know others were hunting for the hidden secret of what is she trying to have me see. I know, Brook, there has to be a lot more to what I'm looking at. And others still may look at the bee in its endless routine, the same thing every day. And it goes on and on and on as an unending cycle of drudgery. Know that however you observe the way this bee moves through its life is perfect. This is a great tool for creating inner peace. How, you might ask? Because in observing your experience in this meditation, you can ask yourself simply, how has this been in my life before? Is that in my life right now? Just close your eyes and sit with this for a moment. Imagine yourself just sitting in that beautiful field. How has this been in my life before? Is this in my life right now? If you are in a state of peace, then allow yourself to flow with that. If it brought up a response in you that is anything other than peace, allow yourself to be with that for a moment and use all of your senses. Feel, see, hear, know if that triggered a response in your body anywhere. Tightness in any area. And any piece that causes a contraction that is not useful. I want you to imagine the bees around you in the field just gently landing on your body and collecting this unwanted piece that is coming up to the surface from your body. And like pollen, the bee collects it and takes it away to be shifted into complete sweetness. And after all of those pieces have been collected, allow yourself to just sit in the sun and let the light pour down over you, filling all of those spaces that are empty and clear now with warmth, light, peace, and true compassion. Now open your eyes and look at the picture of the bee once more. Look at the beauty of the bee, the absolute perfection that is there. Let yourself expand your awareness, seeing the flower is completely open and welcoming the bee. Knowing that if we didn't have the beautiful service of the bees, we would not have cross-pollination. Flowers and many fruits would no longer seed and come to fruition. Our world is beautiful because of their way of being. Now let's take a deeper look. Let's look at this from a scientific viewpoint. Aerodynamically, in the 1930s, they believed it was impossible for a bumblebee to fly given the size of its body versus the size of its wings. Their limited view at the time was based off of a wing that flaps. When science expanded its awareness, they realized the bee's wings worked like a helicopter, which explains size versus movement. Yet the amazing thing about their flight, which most don't know, is their wings move over 200 times per second to keep them flying. That is to say, their wings move roughly 10 to 20 times faster than the firing rate of your nervous system. For those of you looking for the additional little thing to notice in the meditation for me, while you're just resting in a state of peace, this is part of it. How is it possible to move your wings that fast? It's not. They're able to do this because their wing muscles don't expand and contract. In their perfect state of being, they just vibrate like a guitar string until the next impulse comes along, and they vibrate with that. They aren't flapping their wings. They're simply vibrating. There is no contraction, just a continuous state of simply being in complete resonance with their true vibratory nature, just being. And in this, they are able to do what would be considered impossible by not forcing anything, by allowing themselves to just be, to move with the vibration. They don't fight their natural state. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to connect with you, to be with you in service, and the vibration of expanded awareness. May this simple tool help you in creating a greater state of peace and a broader way of looking at your life in all situations. Be happy, be well, be love.